Hey, Big Dave, the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Enderal, Forgotten Stories, and, I had to do some digging. But I figured out where I was going wrong. One of the switches is right there. Now we gotta find where it opens. Yeah, you can look at the map. Hang on a sec. It says it's supposed to discover a chest. And, oh, God damn it, I hate it when it goes dark. Okay, now that we found the trigger... Ah, there it is. And we've got 125 pennies and Morala's Blessing. Light armor shield, magic resistance 15%, increased stamina by 25, light armor fortified by 10. Nice piece. Too bad I wear heavy. It'll sell, though. And now for the last one, where we actually get what we actually need. I feel stupid for not figuring this one out before. Well, okay, maybe just blind. Go through the kitchen, go around. Alright. Remember I said there was something in here, but I couldn't figure it out? Et voila! The ancient book. Alright, now, let's give the book to Tharael. He's singing.
Snip, 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 cut through the throat. The head rolls off, the soul's afloat. Snip, 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 cut through the throat. The head rolls off, the soul's afloat.
What the
Snip, 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 cut through the throat.
Tharael, are you okay?
Tharael? Yes, Tharael. Back then he still existed. Now he's gone. Now there's only Brother Wrath. He killed them all, you know. Lethal, Wilma, all of them gone or dead. Because we couldn't enter the cold flesh. We screamed. We screamed as loud as we could. Because it hurt so bad. But then that would have made him angry. Because then he couldn't concentrate anymore. But what else should we have done? It just hurt so bad. No matter how much of the blue juice he gave us, it always hurt so bad.
Oh, God. You're talking about the father, aren't you?
Father. Yes, our father. We never saw his face, you know. She always wore this mask, this...
Father is a she?
Terrible, scary mask.
Hey, wake up! Tharael doesn't react. He stares at you with empty, hollow eyes. Do you remember what he did to you?
Yes, he wanted to make us happy. That's what she always said, that she wanted to make us happy. At first I believed him, but then they took Letho. Letho, they just came in and took him into the room. I heard him scream. Hours and hours, and then suddenly silence. Silence for eternity. But I shouldn't talk so much. Too much talking makes the father angry. Just let me sleep, will you? Just sleep.
The fuck? kind of Pan's Labyrinth shit is this anyway?
What are you doing here? What happened?
I was hoping you could tell me. You completely lost your mind.
What? What are you talking about? I was dizzy, so I took a nap. Must have been the hunger. I didn't have a meal in 2 days.
That's not true. You had some kind of seizure.
Seizure? What do you mean?
Hard to describe. You had some kind of regression to your childhood, to your time when the father ran his experiments on you.
What? But why? What did I say?
Tell Tharael about the seizure. A lot. Here we go.
I see. I must have been this place. It brought back my memories.
You make it sound so ordinary.
What do you want to hear? I have no idea what that was. Same as you.
Huh. And now? You don't remember anything of the seizure?
No, I don't. But it doesn't matter. We should focus on the task at hand. What about the safe? Did you find anything?
Why do you dismiss what happened? Maybe we can find some answers in that seizure.
Look, I just don't want to talk about it right now. Is that so hard to understand? Now tell me, what about the safe? The documents?
Yeah, I did, and you were right. Shogun did document her dealings.
Let me see. Can you believe it? That's a list of all the children who were sold. Name, age, price. She sold us like cattle. I don't know whether to cry or laugh.
You can do both.
But it doesn't say anything about what the father did to us. Did you find anything else?
No, either Shogun had no idea what the father was doing to those children, or she took the answers into the grave with her.
Shit. Well, what did I expect? It was worth a try. Do you want to know something? Shogun... I didn't think she actually did it. When I first heard of her involvement in the matter, I always thought she was living proof that not everybody can be corrupted if you shove enough money up their ass. Seems I was wrong.
There are people who stay true to themselves.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, you mentioned a certain Letho during the seizure.
Did I? Tell me, what is it to you? Why do you care?
What we're planning is madness. It's only fair that I know the full story.
Makes sense. Fine. You gave me little reason to distrust you. So why the fuck not? If we're unlucky, neither of us will be alive anymore 2 days from now. Come. Let's find somewhere to sit.
World's smallest rug to adjust.
Sit.
Bark.
All right. Let's keep this brief. My family discarded me as a child. And no, I don't blame them. I was weak, frail, and always ill. It was unlikely that I would see 5 winters.
Do you remember anything about your family? Who they were?
I don't know. I've forgotten most of it.
You don't blame them? What they did was cruel.
Ah, nonsense. Keeping me would have burdened the entire family. What they did wasn't cruel. It was necessary. Cruelty is something else. Cruelty is inflicting suffering when it's avoidable, or simply for pleasure. Sadist scum like Carlian, lust murderers or mad cult leaders who stop at nothing to get their way. Not even the corpses of children.
Yet you're here.
I am, thanks to Letho. It must have been 6 winters back then, whereas I was 4 or 5. I don't remember. He found me in the gutter and took me in.
Aw.
I'm not sure you realize what that means. Surviving alone is hard enough as it is for an urchin child. But taking care of someone else, it decreases your chances even more. Letho didn't care. He saw me, he let me sleep in a pile of hay he called his bed, and shared his bread with me. I still have no idea why he did it.
Where did you live?
In the sewers. It's full of robbers and thieves and other scum nowadays, but back then, there were lots of secret corners and tunnels for a child to hide in. The good old days.
What was his story? Why was he on his own?
I don't know. He never wanted to talk about it. Not even later, in the orphanage.
I'm guessing the refuge orphanage didn't exist by then.
It did, but there were a limited number of beds. New beds only became available if an orphan reached the age of 12 and was sent back onto the streets. Or, of course, if one died. What they had was a list. You could have them put your name on there, and every time a new bed became free, the orphans would be called into the alley, and the list was read out aloud from top to bottom. Strange feeling, as you could imagine. When Letho was 8, and I was about 7, we both got lucky and got a bed. We spent 5 years there, and one moon before the abduction by the Relata, shortly before his 12th birthday, I swore to him that I'd come with him once they put him back on the streets. Now, I don't know if you can understand this, but the thought that he'd be out there while I slept in my bunk bed, I just couldn't accept it.
What did Letho say about your idea?
What do you think? He called me an idiot, and rightly so, because I was still the frail little kid I had been when my parents abandoned me, and that ugly cough that I had would still come back every time winter returned. Still, had push come to shove, I would have followed him. Nothing and no one could have stopped me.
What was life in the orphanage like?
Peaceful. It sounds strange to say it after all that's happened, but if I'm being honest, the years in the refuge were the only truly peaceful time in my life. Of course, it wasn't a picnic. Food was scarce because the orphanage stayed afloat only through donations, and we had to work a lot. You know, clean, cook, tend to the garden. But still, we had a home. Or at least we thought we did.
According to the documents, Shagun had sold other children to the Relata before she sold you and Letho. Did you notice anything?
Back then, I didn't. But in retrospect, I should have. For example, there were those twin sisters. One morning we woke up and they were gone. Shagun wouldn't say a word about it, but we thought it was because they'd died and she was in mourning. Now I know better.
And then the father took you.
Yes, me and Letho. I still remember that day as though it was yesterday. It had been an exhausting day and my cough had come back. Shagun put out the candles and we fell asleep. Then, all of a sudden, they were there, right in front of our beds. We screamed. We struggled. Tried to flee, but it didn't matter. Uncle Nalek was there to help the masked men to calm us. Shagun and the other adults, they just stood by and watched. Can you imagine? They just stood there and fucking watched. You know the rest of the story. They put sacks over our faces and threw us into a carriage, like cattle on their way to the slaughterhouse.
Oh.
Then, darkness. The next clear memory I have is awaking on a pile of bodies in the corpse pit.
You. And you never saw any of the other children again, not even Letho.
No. Of course, I looked through that corpse pile as well as I could, but there was no one there. No one. It was real, you know? Letho and I were there for each other through it all, and he was my best friend, my brother, my family. Damn it, he was the only one I ever had. And now he's dead. His skeleton's probably rotting somewhere in the sewers, if the father's experiments left any of his body at all. I don't know if you can even remotely understand how much I hate this person. He is evil incarnate. It's that simple.
Did you ever go look for Letho?
What do you think I am? An idiot? Of course I looked for him. For weeks, months, fucking years. But nobody had seen him or even knew who I was talking about. For them, he was just another dead orphan in the caves.
And you've had no one to back you up ever since.
Backup. I don't believe in backup anymore. Just look around, will you? This thing we call our world. What is it if you take away the glitter? A ring? A fucking arena? They all just care about their own ends, and they are willing to do anything to see them through. Lie, steal, murder. And now? Now they're talking about the red madness, as if things hadn't always been the way they are now. Friendship is a privilege for the young and foolish. Letho always believed in the good in people. And look where it got him.
What about love? Have you ever had a companion?
What is it to you?
Because love can provide you with a lot of backup.
Can it? If you ask me, there's nothing more superficial than love.
Why superficial?
Well, okay, let me ask you this. Imagine a man with terrible burn scars on his face. What do you think? Would it be that man the women dream of when the bards sing of a knight in shining armor coming to their rescue?
That's different. That's lust.
If you say so. The love you're talking about. It's a simple equation. If you're attractive, rich, or powerful, you might get to enjoy it. If not, have fun. That's one of the few teachings of the Relas I actually agree with.
What about Letho? Didn't you in some way also love him?
Like a brother. That's different.
Given that you don't care about love or friendship, you seem to have put a lot of thought into both.
That was by far the most stupid thing you've said tonight. Yes, I've put a lot of thought into these things. That doesn't mean I don't stand by my opinion. Quite the contrary.
So you think love is, what, an illusion?
No. Just one of the most banal feelings we're capable of.
There are good people out there. Trust me.
Yeah, you'd know.
Letho being dead has nothing to do with his convictions.
It doesn't? Then fate has a bad sense of humor.
That's true. Honestly, to me it sounds as though his death broke you.
Broke me. Trust me, I'm quite intact. If anything, it opened my eyes. You know, being on my own, as you put it, it doesn't bother me. Not at all. I know how it must sound to you, but if you're alone, you're invincible. The worst anybody can do to you is kill you. And since death is the end of all feeling, it doesn't matter anymore. Friends, family, love, they leave you open, exposed. For me, things are simple. If the father kills me, I have failed. But at least there'll be no one to mourn my loss. No widow, no children, no friends. A clean cut, as though I never existed.
Oof. And if our plan succeeds, what then?
I'll see when we get there.
What if you found another person like Letho?
There is no other person like Letho. And even if there were, I'd keep my distance. The time for these kinds of things has gone.
Without any of those things, why even bother living?
To put things right. Either way, we've wasted enough time. As I said, it might be hours before the father decides, or if we're unlucky, weeks or months. I'll send out a messenger if I learn something, and should anything unusual happen, just meet me at my hideout. I'll be there for an hour every day before nightfall. Until then.
Alright, then I'll wait.
Do that.
Damn. Well, that's... Damn. Well... Okay, so now we need to find something else to do, huh? Well, we're waiting on that, and we still have the main storyline to do, and yeah, that's part of that other 3-star. Remember, is part of the. I'll get to it later. Okay, as I was saying, before the load screen hit. Oh. Okay, there's a nice claw over there. How the hell do I get to it? This way. Alright, can't eat that one. Wait a minute. Did this already. Alright, well, anyway, we need to make our way. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's daytime. Okay. I guess I am going to spout this out one time at some point. I'll be damned if I'm going to forget it this time.
You're not from here, are you?
Shut up, Silliness.
I heard you talk.
Anyway, what I was trying to say is that last... What's her name? Greta Ear Candy. Must be a singer.
Anyway,
that last
Hey, bloody wench thinks she's
star we
far
got
too
there.
incarnate.
That again is part of the Golden Sickle, and kind of hard for us to do anything with that. Yeah, he's not talking to us.
You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you been to... Oh, how do they say
Huh?
it?
I need to stock up provisions. Show me your wares.
Take your time.
Petrified with.
Let's see if she's got anything worth a damn. Nothing useful there. Let's see if I can even sell anything. We'll keep the spare parts. We need those. We've got some books to sell. See if there's anything useless here. Those ice spikes. Everything else is like teleports, which is useful. Sell the aversions. Those are useless. And that's all we can sell to her. That's fine, because we basically bought everything we can. And she's got food. Okay. Salt. Looks like everything she's got I just sold to her. Yeah, otherwise, not much here. Alright, but anyway, as I was saying before I keep
The
interrupting
Sunchild.
myself.
I bet you came to watch those fools cut their guts open in the dust pit. Well, that's the only reason you snobs ever come down here.
The Zorb and Sons.
Bloody rats. In the last
Alright, anyway, let me get this thought out before I go in there, because otherwise it's just going to become a running joke here. That last 3-star is part of the Golden Sickle quest line, and if you remember from a few episodes back, that's kind of weird, janky. It actually turns into a 4-star, and it never tells you. Alright, let's go inside. See if let's see what Zorbkin and Sons has for me. If they have anything.
Oh, look at that! A Sunchild graces me with... Oh, all things lost and found again. Depends on what you're looking for.
Okay, we'll sell the Amphora. keep that golden statue. I think we need it for a quest. Only need one smoking pipe. The rest of those we can keep. Okay. Scion robe of the Relata. Okay, we'll sell Morala's blessing, and that'll actually no. We're gonna hold on to that. Sort by crappiness. We're gonna keep the robe. Okay. Let's get rid of as much junk as we can. And we are getting rid of our Sunborn axe because we just don't need it anymore, because even the Voice of the Forgotten, even without any bonuses, does more damage than the axe. It's also faster, so yeah, it's kind of junk now. Okay. Alright, we'll sell one of the silver steel bows. And I guess that's it, huh? Let's see if he's got anything worth buying. Oh, he's got some crafting books. And low level. Hold up. Sword here. Scientia Sinistra, Psionic Splinter, Tier 1. It costs a memory point. Don't really need it that much. Okay. Well, before we do that, we got 8 crafting points. And, okay, we need 5 handicraft to max it for now on expert. Okay.
Oh, all things lost and found again.
Cool.
Depends on what you're looking for.
It's only got 3. Alright, and spend the other 5 on Master Rhetorics. Yeah, might as well. Let's read those. And our Rhetoric is now up to a nice natural 80. And Handicraft is at a 73 with a 4-point bonus.
Oh, all things lost and found again. Depends on what you're looking for.
Well, since we sold him a lot of stuff, bought a lot of stuff, we could sell a bunch of junk now. Yeah, we'll hold on to the staffs. Okay. Alright, now we'll sell Morala's Blessing. And the Circlet of Magic Regeneration. Not need that. The Amulet of Concealment. We already have that learned, so we'll sell that. We'll keep the Amethyst Ring in case we do get into some enchanting. Alright. And let's look at our stats again. And look at the ones that make that mean anything. Okay, Mentalism. Okay, it's a 40. We got 10 points. We got to dump into that. Okay, that's caught up. Okay, 1 point in Light Magic 2. And oh wow.
Oh, all things lost and
Alright,
found
so how
again.
many mentalisms does
Depends
he have?
on what you're looking for.
Or does okay. He's only got master. And light magic, also the same, so that unfortunately does not do us any good. got heavy armor in the various different degrees, but we're not ready for that yet. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, I think we'll call it here for now.
My sir.
Off camera, I'm going to try and spend the rest of my money. And try and spend my learning points. And try and get that mentalism up. Maybe the last of the light magic. Get those caught up, and then we can start going into experts for my 4 main skills. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave the Middle Age Gamer. This is Enderal Forgotten Stories. I'll see you all next time.